Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Tell them what your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The President?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the President and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Finally! Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. This is X63644. And yeah, we're now playing with Raiden, the person who everyone refers to as the Tails of this game, if you're like a Sonic fan. I doubt you can get the M9 here, because we're playing hard mode. So you can't get a ration though. And well, like I said, the things that happen differ depending on which difficulty you pick. Oh yeah, by the way, secret over there. I'll let you know about later. If you could see that. But you probably already know what it is. Yeah. I don't feel like crawling under there. It's too much work. Too much time consuming stuff. And another ration here. And if you were playing on easy, and I believe normal 2, you would get the ration, I mean not the ration, the M9 like right up here. But you're not. And also, this is the last time we're going to be opening one of these doors for a while. And shut up, Colonel, I don't want to listen to him again. But as soon as you start pressing it, listen to what happens. Now, who in this game do we know punches someone 3 times that we've already played?
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Wow, that was a short codex thing. But now we're gonna have more. Okay, we all know who that is, but it's pretty pathetic. I mean, how come we could play with him
Colonel, there's
and we
definitely
couldn't knock
another
out guards
intruder
that
in here
fast?
besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Kill them in like
Not a
2
team.
shots or
Looks
something.
like a solo job.
That's not fair.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh,
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node.
Where we heard that before.
The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Maybe I should just make like a whole compilation video of just hearing people say, like everyone saying that the action button, because they say it so many times. Yeah, shut up, Colonel. Alright, so here comes a funny cutscene for most people that hate Raiden in this game. Alright, my name. This doesn't affect anything except for one cutscene in the end, but it's like for 2 seconds. So let's just put my username on YouTube, because everyone does that in their videos, right? I mean, I could put my real name. It's like 4 letters, but yeah, they're like all far apart, so it's easier like this. X. Alright, let's go this way. Oh wow, that's faster. 44. This is like one of the only games this whole username is gonna fit. Yes, I'm male. Let's put 1990. And the rest is, wait, what does this go up to? That's the month. My real birthday. But you don't know the year. So I don't know my blood type. Yes, I don't know my blood type. Oh my god, that is so bad. And instead of USA, I mean, I would put my parents' country because it sounds cooler than just USA, but nah. Where's USA? Why did I go away from it? Right. Okay, now we can start playing finally, almost, sort of. And those nodes always take that quick to download. Oh, this is just if you want to customize stuff. They change the radar and all that. Oh, why do I have the blood off? What? Wasn't there blood when I got shot with... I don't know. Alright. Yeah, so there is blood off. Only I mean, there is blood on. So if you don't like blood, I guess you shouldn't watch. I guess. We still should.
Good work,
I mean, just to watch.
The radar should be functioning now.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Solid 1, you can remember this.
Your radar
whole
isn't
tutorial.
affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be